My and Daniel's rover was named after one of the moons of Mars, Deimos. This design was a product of intense discussion, working and talking through a number of ideas, and researching both real rover designs as well as concept art. The concept art encouraged us to find something unique compared to other designs. We found a number of different elements we enjoyed from each and worked to combine them into something we were both happy with, a compromise if you will. Afterwards, we refined some of our ideas before breaking up to work on and come up with the parts we were responsible for. Daniel was responsible for coming up with a design for a suspension system as well as the main body, while I was responsible for the mobile arm and camera, giving a good distribution of work, which we were both happy with after comparing and weighing the pros and cons of each. Our overall concept of design was to create something large and robust, able to handle the weather of Mars, but also its rugged terrain. To accomplish this, the rover's solar panels are moved from the conventional center to the sides to prevent complete tipping. The control arm is modeled after an excavator to allow maximum freedom of motion without diminishing its power of grip. The suspension is specially designed to allow optimal resistance to absorb any taken shocks. The wheel and axle are tightly connected with a keyhole as to provide minimal slippage and wear. We tried to adapt to tolerance and fit in a few ways in this design, taking into account the practical nature of its manufacture, which ended up being an advantage to us as it gave us a decent amount of leeway when it comes to design. Using a basic interference fit with a small allowance, components were fitted together without a medium such as a fastener. For example, we use this primarily in the installation of the solar panel mounts, which are two long rods joined to the main body at a good depth. A similar technique was applied to the joint between the wheel and the axle. This is since the design includes a keyhole to ensure no loss of motion between one another, with an interference fit to keep them mounted tightly to one another together. In terms of tolerance for this project, it's an expected part of any design. The piece as a whole must fit into a 3x3 meter box. We gave ourselves a tolerance of plus minus 0.25 meters, in case the design went over our target dimensions. The tolerance, however, was not needed as our height, width, and length dimensions fit well within this constraint, but it was very nice to have this tolerance as it meant error didn't mean the end of the design. Now enjoy motion analysis of the control arm as well as the wheels.